There's a lot to get through in this video, so because of that, in the description of this video there will be an index of different parts of this video. So for example, there'll be timestamps in the description. There'll be one for select main profile, update Google accounts, keyword list, YouTube information, YouTube thumbnail, proxy list, general settings, start job. Also for searching Google and upload video, so you can switch between those time points at any time to save time. So let's get into it. So when you start the software, this is what you're presented with. To use the software, you create a unique project name or profile name for each project that you're doing. So if you were doing a project on wedding rings, you would go to select profile, new profile, wedding rings 1, because you might do more than one project, and then click on add new project. Bang, there you go, and click next. I'll use an existing project, or you can delete that project. So I'll use an existing project to go through the software. So this is where you add your Google accounts. So you'll notice the proxy port location there. I'll talk more about that later on. I don't personally use proxies, but I've given this software the ability to use proxies for those who need to use them if they're using a VPS and they want to do a project in Australia. They can use Australian proxies on a VPS located in Vietnam, for example. So anyway, it's easy. So to add an email address, simply click on new profile, add the data, add your email, password, and click next. This is where you add your keywords. Now this is important because we know that if you get your keyword phrase in the title of your YouTube video twice, it's going to rank higher. So our YouTube title allows you to put in exactly up to 100 characters. Plus we use Spintax in the title. So the idea is, depending on the keyword list you've got, I'll just show you an example. So here's a list of keyword phrases I use. Now, this is a great piece of software called, and it's free, it's called Note Tab Lite 7.1, freeware version. It's brilliant software, just Google it, you'll find it. And what it does, where you put your mouse, it shows you how many characters. Okay, so this one's 26, this one's 20. We're looking down here, the bottom left, for the character count. 23. So typically what I do, that one's 36. So what I do, if I've got a list of keywords and some of them are really long, I'll break that into 2 groups of keyword phrases. I'll split them up so there are a whole list of shorter keyword phrases which I know I can fit in the title twice using the keyword token, which I'll show you in a bit. And then the second list, I will only use the longer variations of the keyword phrase, and I'll put those in the title once. Now see, all these keyword phrases here are in red and crossed out. That means I've already run this project and these keywords have been done. But if I want to use them again, click on edit keywords, Control A to block them all, Control X to cut, save the keywords, then edit, paste them back in, save keywords, and we're now basically starting off this project again, which means I can try these keywords again, which I often do. So anyway, click on next. Okay, so here we are on the YouTube video information page, and this is the most important part of the whole project. So immediately we've got longitude and latitude. So if people are doing local marketing, you click on the lookup button. That brings you to this page. Type in the address, Gold Coast, Australia. Go. And there you go. There you go. So there's the longs and lats. So you just Control C. Control V to paste it in there. Simple as that. And the same for the longitude. So now we've got our title. And you can see we use a keyword token. So wherever you put that keyword token, when the software will replace that with the keyword phrase it's working on that particular live event. And as you can see, I've got 2 keyword tokens here, and I'm using Spintax in between them. Now we have an excellent video tutorial created by Shell, one of my support staff. That will be in the description below if you need any help with Spintax. It's very, very simple. In the tags, I use the keyword token again, plus I put a whole bunch of related keyword phrases that I got from the existing initial keyword list. And you can use Spintax in there as well. So our description allows you to put, YouTube allows 4,000 characters. So I've got the link at the top of the description using Spintax, so it rotates a few different ones. And I use www and not, so it's sending different links, not the exact same link every time it produces a live event. Then below that link I've got, I think, a 500-word article, which I have used Spintax to change up a lot, and I've done that by hand. You can use automated services, but they don't produce very good results. I like doing it by hand. It normally takes me about 15 to 20 minutes, but I only do it once. And then that means that I've got really good readable articles, no matter how many times they're spun. So the beauty of this whole system we've got here is that we create, every live event we create is laser targeted to suit that keyword that was in the list. And the articles are spun, so you get a different article, a different title, and different tags each time you upload a new live event. So YouTube sees them as completely individual, unique events, which is what you want to achieve. What's really important about creating a profile well the first time is, say we put 50 keyword phrases in and it finds 5 on the first page of Google. Well, that means we can now drill down on those 5 individual keyword phrases to produce another 50 or 100 keywords. And the beauty is, once your profile is established, you only need to replace the keywords, and you don't need to replace any of this section. So once this section is done once, it's done. Spend time using good Spintax on your article, and you only need to do that once. And then you can just replace the keywords as many times as you like and create more live events and see which ones get in Google. So I think that's pretty much covered. So click on Next. So this is where you select your thumbnails. And these are what Google puts as the thumbnail in the Google index. So that's what you'll see. So you select an image, and what you're actually doing is locating that thumb folder there. And you can put as many images in there as you like. And then the software will choose one of those images randomly each time it creates a new live event. Okay, another little trick that you can do while you're here. Go to Properties, Details, and you can add keyword phrases in here. And apply. And here, and here, in there. Give it a tick. Subject, title. I would use a lot of different related keyword phrases. I know a lot of people like to do this. Personally, I don't think it's needed. But maybe if you're going for a really tough niche, every little bit helps. You never know. So you can go apply, done. So anyway, the main point here is that you can put as many images as you like in there. Each time a live event is created, the software will choose one randomly. So when you get a whole list of multiple listings on page 1, which will frequently happen, they won't be the same thumbnail. Cool. Next. Now this is where you put your proxies. So they have to be HTTPS proxies. And if you put a list in there, the software will choose one and then allocate it to the YouTube account that you are using. And the next time you run the same project, it will use the same proxy for that same YouTube account. So it's always in sync. Personally, I don't need to. I've smashed out 1,500 live events in the last couple of weeks. and not needed to use a proxy, but some people need to use them if they're on a VPS and they want to rank in Australia, for example. They use Australian proxies and try it that way, or different variations, but personally I never use them. Click next. Okay, so here we are on Google setting of project. Now we have two options here. If you'd like to only find those terms that make it to page 1, select it thusly, or if you'd like to check page 1 and 2, check this button here. You also have the ability to check in .com or these other engines. We'll add a couple more later on. These are what we've got right now. So make that selection, select your engine, click on next. And that's it. Well, no, that's not exactly it. Click on Start Process and we've got another new feature. After about 10 seconds, there you go, this button appears. Now if you'd like to see the browser window, click on there. And there the browser window is. So you can see what's going on, and if you don't want to see it, if you'd like to hide it, click on Hide. Bang, it disappears. How cool is that? Okay, and then once the project finishes, it will pop up a text file and show you the results, the ones that made it to page 1 or 2 relative to your settings. Okay, so now we'll go on to the search in Google section where you select a profile. Now you click on search, and what that will do is either check Google for the keyword phrases that created all the live events, or say for example you want to recheck those same keywords in an hour or a day to see if any of them popped up on page 1 again. You can select recheck and recheck all of those keyword phrases again. So I will click on check, start search, wait for 10 seconds, and there you go. It shows the window and it will show the searching. Then we'll do the next keyword phrase. And there you go. So there's some results there 3 minutes ago from that one I just did in this test. So that's cool. Okay, so now we go to the upload video section where you select your profile. Now it will present the keyword phrases for that term. Now that last one, I killed the software after doing one test, so it only produced one result. But if you go to a different profile, there you go. So what I'm showing you here is there's 3 different categories. You've got red, which means they weren't found in page 1 or page 2 relative to your second settings. The green shows you the ones that made it to page 1 or page 2 relative to your settings, and the strikeout ones means that you have done them. So now we'll do this one. Now I'll select a video. Okay, so select the video you want to use. Too easy. And click on stream. There you go, then that brings up this window which renders the video first to suit YouTube. Then once it's rendered, it will then start to live stream it to your YouTube account. Oh, and we've also got this status bar along here, so we're 42% into it. Now if I want to see what it's doing, click on show, and that shows us everything we're doing, which is logging in, setting up a live stream and doing it. but I don't need to see that. You'll all see that, so I can click on hide. And there you go, we are pretty much well done. What's important to note, once the video has been live streamed, it will then pop up that YouTube link in your browser and it will start to play. The most important thing to understand is that when it first goes up, it goes up in 240p. And then YouTube, in the background on their servers, is re-rendering that video. And it takes about an hour, sometimes 2, but then you will see it's re-rendered and you'll get it in 720p in high definition, which is awesome. I'll just pause and wait for it to pop up and show you, and we'll go from there. So this time it's already been rendered, now it's streaming. When you see that pop up, leave it, the software will close it. Thank you very much. You'll see that there, just leave that, the software closes it. And it's streaming. Now, by the way, speaking of streaming, I'm on a terrible internet connection here. My speed is 0.4 meg upload speed, and it produces high definition videos, so you've got no issues generally with your HD videos. If I can do it, pretty much anyone can do it, I can guarantee you. So there you go, status bar goes to 100% and it will pop up. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So that's loading, and I'll show you. It's in, quality is 240p, and give it an hour, you can come back and check this, and that will be 720p in HD. So that's it. Once you click on the live completed, software will stop and we are all done. So make sure to check in the description of this video and you'll get a link to the Spintax video as well. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.